This is Adam Jennings and I'm back with another development vlog for Promotion Wars 2024, the free wrestling booking sim for Windows, which is coming later in the year. And in this one, we're going to take a look at the roster screen. Like the last video, we're going to have a look at where the roster screen began right at the start and how it's evolved through the years to where we are now. And this is where it all began, back in around 2000, 2001. Pretty rubbish, eh? Not even in alphabetical order. What's going on there? You have to keep going through pages to find what you want. Can't go back a page. And there's some limited options here. You can view certain card positions, and you can sort by draw, entertainment, morale, or contract expiry date, and you can see who's injured. Fast forward to 2005 and Promotion Wars 1.3. Now you can see straight away the individual labels for the wrestlers has been replaced by a grid, much better, and they're in alphabetical order, fantastic. Champions in yellow, injured in red, and for our sort options, you can now view title holders, faces and heels, weights, genders, that's all new. Extra sort options, sort by wages, charisma, condition, hardcore, might skills. So a few extra things there. Now we move forward to the current version, the 21st anniversary edition, where we've been for the last 3 years. And the layout looks much the same as 1.3. Red injured, yellow champions. We now have scroll wheel support on the grid, which is a nice improvement. But most things are exactly the same. We can now sort by the wins and losses. That's a new addition. And the list is getting pretty long now. So rightly so, a lot of people have asked for this to be improved. It's probably the second most requested thing that I've seen after angles. A lot of people want changes to this screen, and you are going to get a lot of changes. So let's take a look at the new roster screen coming in Promotion Wars 2024. And here it is, the brand new roster screen. Looking very different to what we've been used to so far. So instead of one long list getting longer and longer of the ways to show things and sort things, it's now split into a whole new system, which will allow you to do much more things than you could ever do before, and do it much easier as well. So this one here decides what you see. So right now it's saying your roster, that's everyone that's contracted to your promotion. Your bookings, I'll show you that in a minute. That's your independent bookings. Your loans, that's a new thing. So a loan is when a wrestler can be contracted to another promotion that you have a relationship with, and you can like borrow that wrestler for a period of like a month or 2 months. It can be like an excursion from Japan, things like that. If you watch TNA, you'll know that things like Kevin Knight has spells in TNA, but he belongs to New Japan. So that's something new. You can also show a certain brand, Raw, SmackDown, or people in both brands. And if your promotion owns any other promotion, like WWE owns NXT, then you can see the NXT roster here. And if I was AEW, I could see the Ring of Honor roster. Let's go back to our people. Once you've chosen an overall type of wrestler you want to see, you can then break it down further with these 4. So we can just look at the upper carders, mid carders, lower carders, or all of them, just the males, females, or every gender, faces, heels, active, retired, semi-retired, or unavailable. aka injured. And then you can choose what it actually displays on the screen. So the default is these things here. Think of this as kind of like the evolution from just draw and ability. They're the key skills that each wrestler has. Or there's these ones: star look, charisma, stamina, mic skills. So they're like the secondary level of skills. Then you can look at the age, height, and weight. See the momentum. Wins, losses, and draws, and how they rank. See the win-loss streak for each wrestler. Own is when they're just wrestling on their own. Streak all includes when they're part of another team. Sort by condition. Morale. Contract expiry. And whether it's a full-time or a part-time contract. Yep, part-time contracts are coming to Promotion Wars. So the cost, which in this case is their wages. See their experience level in wrestling, just like Pokemon. This will be a new way that you'll grow your wrestlers. Overexposure, which is a new stat in this version, and the days since used on TV. So used is when they were on TV for any reason, and wrestled is specifically when they last wrestled. And I will just mention this last column, which is always there, and that's the status. Green is available, red is unavailable, R is retired. So that's how to display what you want to see. How do you sort it? Well, it's what you've always wanted. Just click on the column headers. Click once toward one way, click on again toward the other way. Dead easy. Works with the champions as well. Works with the status. Anything that you see, if you click the column header, it will sort by that. You got the contract expiry. Click, there you go. So it's a much easier way to display what you want to see and sort however you want to sort it. Now down here you may have noticed an extra button saying divisions. So let's take a look at that. Your promotion can have 10 divisions set up in it, up to 10. So all you do, click on an empty one, rename it. Maybe you want to bring back the Cruiserweight division. Maybe you want the world title picture. It's completely up to you how you use these divisions. It's just a way to help you organize your roster in a way that makes your life easier. And once you've created them, they then get added up here. So you can look at just that division in the same way that you could look at just that brand. And finally, I'll show you your bookings, but I'm going to do so as a new indie. So let's flip this around, and I've called my promotion Breathe Wrestling, which happens to be the brand new promotion that launched in real life this month. It's based out of Shrewsbury in the West Midlands here in the UK, and this was their actual show that I attended, and it was fantastic. I highly recommend checking them out. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You can see a real cool highlights video of that show. Give them your support. Now back to the game. I've returned to the roster screen and this new indie, so I've got no roster as such, no contracted wrestlers. However, if I go to your bookings, I can choose a certain date to see my bookings for, and I've got 4 people booked for the First Breath on the 5th of May. Let's see who they are. And here they are with all their stats, and you can do all the same stuff you can with your own roster. So you'll be able to look at this when you're booking. It'll be much easier for you. You'll have all their stats right to hand. And if you go down to cost, where it normally shows their wages, what you'll see is how much you've paid for them to be on this show. That brings us to the end of this installment. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting. Keep following everything, like, subscribe to see the next era of this game taking shape. I hope you like what you see. Let me know, and I'll be back with more installments in the coming weeks.